Hey, what's up, guys? You're here with Goran from Pick Dawgz, and thank you for joining me here for your free picks from the French Ligue 1 on Sunday, January 29th. I hope you're having a good day, guys, because we do have 7 games in League 1 being played on Sundays, kicking off at 7 a.m. and finishing off at 2:45 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you stay tuned, get some free winners, and if you want more, go to the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel and subscribe. Keep those notifications on, guys, and check out the rest of the free picks we have up there. Like I said, guys, we have 7 games, so let's get this show on the road with this Nice versus Lille matchup. The first game of the day between two teams of I would say two teams of a pretty similar quality. Maybe Lille has a little bit more depth and quality in that attacking end, and they have been a bit more consistent this season than Nice has. Lille is now in that seventh place with 34 points. Very solid defensively with 35 scored goals, and their defense has been decent. However, they will need more if they want to get to that Europa League spot or possibly even the Champions League spot. As far as these goes, they are now in the middle of the table in that 10th spot. They have been very solid defensively, only 20 conceded goals in 19 games. But their offense hasn't been overly effective this season, and that is their biggest problem as of right now. Now, we can see that Lille is a slight favorite here, and honestly, I could see this game going under and over 2.5 easily because both teams are definitely capable of scoring, especially Lille. But in this matchup, I decided to go with the money line, and I decided to go with the money line on the better team and the team that has been more consistent this season, and that is Lille. At plus 148, I think it's definitely worth a shot. Simply because I believe that Lille is the better team here. Like I said, they have been more consistent and they still have something to fight for in this season, and that is the Europa League spot or possibly with the Champions League spot, like I said. So I'm gonna go with Lille on the money line in this one. In the next game, guys, we have Auxerre and Montpellier facing off. Auxerre is the home team here, and they are the favorite. But we have two teams in horrible form right now. Montpellier is on a 3-game losing streak in League One, while Auxerre is on a 6-game losing streak. But this is pretty much their last chance if they want to get out of the relegation zone. They haven't been scoring a lot this season. They are the worst defensive team in the league with 41 conceded goals, but Montpellier is not that much better. Montpellier has conceded 40 goals this season, and this is the clash between two very bad defensive teams. Both teams would definitely like to see points out of this game, especially Auxerre, like I said, but Montpellier is slightly above the relegation zone, but still very close, only 2 points away from it. So both teams would love to see a points out of this game, but with the way they have been playing, I'm honestly not sure who to lean to in this matchup, which is why I decided to go with goals in this one. Like I said, two of the worst defenses in the league right now, and two teams that could very well use the points, whether that's a 1 point or all 3 points. So I just decided to go with over 2.5 in this one, guys. And at minus 104, I think it's definitely worth a shot, seeing how both teams are struggling defensively and seeing the need both teams have for points here. So over 2.5, minus 104. The third game of the day in League 1, guys, we have is between Clermont and Nantes. And Clermont is the home team here, while Nantes has been the better team pretty much the entire season, and they are undefeated in their last 6 games. They have won 4 of those 6 games, and their form has been quite good right now. They have kept a few clean sheets as well. They have been scoring goals pretty consistently. But Clermont has had a solid season so far as well. They are in 8th place, 28 points. They are actually higher than Nantes, but their current form is a bit slower, I want to say, than Nantes has. And even though they have won their last 2 games, they got knocked out of the French Cup. They lost to Lille in League 1 a few weeks ago, and they haven't been as consistent maybe as Nantes has over the last couple of weeks. So this one was, I don't know, I was deciding whether to take the over 2.5 or something like that, but then I decided to stick with both teams to score in this one, guys, because we have two teams that are very capable of scoring goals, and even though Nantes has been keeping a few clean sheets over the last few weeks, I'm not sure they can keep uh, fifth clean sheet in a row out of their last 6 games. So I think that Clermont definitely has the quality. They have been scoring pretty consistently. So minus 113 on both teams to score. I think that's a pretty solid pick and a pretty solid price to go with. So both teams to score in this one for me. In the next matchup, guys, Strasbourg is hosting Toulouse, and this is gonna be an interesting matchup because Strasbourg is very close to the relegation zone. They had a few positive results which got them out of it, but Toulouse on the other side now is undefeated in their last 5 games, while they have won 4 of their last 5 games, and they are now pretty far away from the relegation zone in that 12th place. Solid offense, not that good of a defense, and they are now facing a team that I'm not gonna say has the same amount of quality as they have, but the team that has made some positive movements forward, and the team that still needs a few points to kind of secure their spot above the relegation zone and to kind of give themselves a little bit of a breathing room here. Uh, I think this is going to be a fairly interesting matchup, and usually we see a lot of goals in this matchup between these two teams. We see both teams to score to hit pretty often, and for that reason, guys, I simply decided to go with both teams to score in this game as well. It is a bit pricey; it's minus 152, but I think that if both teams to score hit, the over 2.5 is going to hit as well. So if you want more value, take over 2.5. Alongside both teams to score as well, but I'm gonna stick just to both teams to score at minus 152 in this one, guys. In the next matchup in France, we have Brest hosting Ajaccio, and this is the matchup between two fairly struggling teams. Ajaccio at the bottom of the table, they are on the 6-game losing streak in Ligue 1. They're a very struggling team. One of the worst defensive teams in the league with 41 conceded goals, only 8 points so far this season. And in order for Ajaccio to get out of the relegation zone and stay in the league, they would need to go on a nice, probably like 4 or 5 game streak without a loss. And that might actually be enough for them to get out of the relegation zone. However, they're now facing a team that's in a very similar boat as they are, because Brest is in that 17th place, which is in the relegation zone. However, Strasbourg above them has 50 points as well. Montpellier is only 2 points away. Troyes are 3 points away. And with a positive result out of this game, Brest has a very solid chance of getting out of the relegation zone, which should definitely relieve the pressure out of them. Now, offensively, neither of these two teams have done well. But the defense they're simply horrible right now. Both teams have conceded a lot of goals, especially Ajaccio. But like I said, they need a positive result out of this game. Both sides do, and for that reason, guys, I think this is gonna be a fairly open matchup with a lot of chances, and I think we see a lot of goals here. Over 2.5 at minus 103. Very good price, and definitely worth a shot seeing how bad of a defense these two teams have. So I'm gonna go with over 2.5 in this one. Second to last game in Ligue 1 on Sunday, guys, is between Ajaccio and Lyon. Historically, Lyon has been pretty good in this matchup. They have been dominant. They have had a lot of wins, and Ajaccio has beaten Lyon only twice in the past, and that was in 2013, and both of those wins were at home. Now, I'm not saying that Lyon deserves to be such a big favorite here, because they have been so hot and cold as of late. Only 3 wins in their last 6 games. They have lost one of their top strikers who went to Rennes, and that is not a good thing. But Lyon is now facing a team that has conceded a lot of goals this season, 34 goals in those 19 games. The team that hasn't been the greatest both at home and on the road. And if Lyon wants to join in that European race, whether that's Europa League or the Conference League, they gotta get a win here. Now, can they get a win here? I'm not so sure because their defense has been sloppy, which is why I decided to stick with goals here, guys. Over 2.5, minus 108. I think that if Lyon gets the win here, it's going to be by outscoring Ajaccio because it's going to be very hard for them to keep a clean sheet, even though Ajaccio is not that good of a team when it comes to scoring goals or defending. So I'm going to give this one a shot with over 2.5 because I am not confident in Lyon's capabilities right now. And we are closing in League 1 day on Sunday, guys, with this matchup between PSG and Reims. And there's no doubt that the quality is on the PSG side in this one. They are better offensively and defensively. However, Reims has had a pretty solid season so far. They are in 11th place, and they have been very solid on that defensive end, which could definitely be helpful here when you're facing players like Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi, and those other guys playing for PSG. In this matchup, PSG has won 11 times, Reims has beaten them 3 times, but none of that was recently. And the last win Reims got against PSG was almost 4 years ago. But given the form that they are in right now, they could be a bit of a threat to PSG, but I'm not sure they have the ammo to outscore PSG. PSG is still undefeated at home this season, 8 wins and 1 draw, while Reims has only 2 wins on the road alongside 6 draws and 2 losses. When I look at the injury report, I see a few injured players for PSG, but they have had those injured players for a while now, while Reims is also missing a couple of players. Now, PSG has found themselves in a bit of a pickle right now because the pressure from Lens behind them in that League 1 table is pretty big right now, and they're only 3 points away from them, which means that PSG has to get their groove back. They have to start scoring more goals. They have to be more convincing in getting their wins, and I think that will come pretty soon. But I'm not sure it will come in this game simply because Reims has been so solid and so consistent this season. So the best I can do out of this game, guys, is take PSG to win and over 2.5 goals, minus 175. If you want more value, I would give it a shot with PSG win and both teams to score. But personally, I'm not even sure that I will be betting this game because I am not confident with PSG at the moment, but I do believe they can get a win. But this is pretty much the only thing I'm willing to take. So PSG to win and over 2.5, minus 175, and even that's a stretch, guys. That's it, guys. These were your free picks for French League 1 on Sunday. Thank you for joining me here. For my best bets, click the link in the description of this video that will get you to the Pick Dawgz website and my page on the previous section. So see if you like anything up there and get one of those passes. And for more free picks, go to the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel, hit that like button, guys, and I'll see you soon with more free winners.